Charles
The game also has
IV,
a German
King
publisher.
of Bohemia
Ah.
and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose
Who looks
father
very
had
bored by his
prepared
job.
him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits.
Yeah, it looks less formal, more fun.
He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary.
Okay, I gotta warn you.
Decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies.
I really think this cutscene didn't show up the first time I started up the game. But hey, here we go. Yeah, I gotta warn you, I am very bad with like, well, not history per se, but like, especially if it's about like year dates and names. I mean, shocking, I know. If you watch me, I'm usually perfect with remembering names and like stuff. So, yeah, if anyone wants to give historical inputs, always feel free. But yeah, I'm really excited. It plays in 14.3. Yeah, beginning of the 15th century. I don't know too much about that era, at least nothing that comes to my mind at the moment. Holy Roman Empire, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really curious about this game. I have many very good things about it, especially from some of you, my very dear chat. And yeah, you voted for the game. I gotta say, it's probably the game you voted for which I know the least about. So like, I know even less about it than like Cyberpunk. So I can't say too much about it. It looked really cool. I'm really curious about it. And I know that the controls are going to be hard, that like the fighting system is going to be hard. So yeah, I hope you enjoy seeing me fail, cause yeah, why else would you be here? Anyway, I just hope there's no stealth involved, so we can just like directly go for fighting and spilling some blood, and yeah. I would say, let's go for it, right? I know already I will struggle with the names because I know the names in sec, so it will be confusing to me, I'm afraid. Great how my tongue just caught. But yeah, true, makes sense. I mean, especially because like some of the names are actually translated, right? It's not just a different pronunciation. But I think like Henry, for example, in German is like Heinrich. So I also don't know how many of the names they translated. We're going to see that, and I probably won't recognize most of the names anyway. So yeah, let's go. Bohemia or Böhmen for us German. I think regarding that, I also actually just know the English term. But yeah, there's not a lot of stealth. Most of it is optional from what I remember. If you suck at stealth, all the stealth is optional, Luna. That's kind of like the way I play Cyberpunk. But yeah, I'd say let's go. Yeah, I just played like a little bit just to test volume and graphics and stuff like that. So here we go. Are you sure you want to override this playline? Yes, I do. Yeah, we could go for normal or we could go for hardcore. We of course started with normal at least. Because hardcore is more realistic, recommended for players who are familiar with the essentials of combat and survival in the world of Kingdome Come Deliverance. I most certainly am not, so normal it is. I'm still surprised that we got like a cutscene in the beginning. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under late Emperor Charles IV, but now, with his son Wenceslas the Idle on the Bohemian throne, was falling into disarray. The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary, who decided, well, at least that we saw in the opening cutscene. Hardcore's very fun. Yeah, not playing it the first time. Not for me. But yeah, I'm also curious to see if the game is going to open enough to just go for the second game right afterwards. Silver Skalitz 1403. I also unfortunately don't know Latin too much, aside from like scientific terms. Because I mean, around the emblem was like also like some Latin, something about family, but yeah. It really does look great, right? I mean, the game is like 7 or 8 years old. I think 7. Considering that, it's looking really nice. But I mean, it's a cutscene. Gosh, time really flies. It released 2018, so 7 years.
Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
I think it's also... It's been a while since we played a game with like no
husband,
character
how goes
customization,
it?
right?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour?
Relatable.
Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now.
I like that we're still
There's work to be
sleeping.
done.
Get up or I'll come get you.
Oh gosh.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that.
Isn't our father
I
like a
just scratched
blacksmith?
myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
It seems kind of funny to be a blacksmith for being against sword fighting. Oh well. Basically, all the names are translated. In Zach, Carl's
Fine
is
state you're in this
Charles
morning.
is
What on earth did you get
Carol,
up to last
I guess?
night?
Wenceslas is... Oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is Vaclav, and Sigismund is Sigmund. Okay, even if you go for like English pronunciation, they do sound very different. Character. By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select the character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not worry. All characteristics can be further developed without limitations. I mean, Constitution is for losers, right? Who needs Constitution? We probably want Constitution to not die. I don't know. I would go for speech because I like to play charismatic characters, but I have absolutely no idea how useful this is going to be in this game. But well, I'm going to make stupid decisions anyway, so let's start just with one, right? I'm not 100% sure if it's voice, so let's see.
Nothing much.
Ah.
Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a
I
feeling
wonder
there's
how old
something
we
you're
are.
not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Because, I mean, how old are we? Like, early 20s, I guess? And hey, Fox, nice to see you. How you doing? How's your weekend so far? Charles is Karl the Fourth. Wenceslas is Wenzel, and Sigismund is Sigismund in the German version. And it's actual names. It's crazy when languages try to translate like names. Really does make it easier. And yeah, no, it's actually Kingdome Come Deliverance 1, not the second game. Of course, I never played the first one, and yeah, I thought it would be better to start with the first one. So yeah, here we go. Speech is good. Strength and vitality will level easily, in my opinion. So you don't get points which you invest in the different attributes, but you kind of level them up by using them? Is that how it works? Okay, strength, vitality. Oh, we could just go for speech again. Should we maybe go for strength? I mean, the harder we hit, the shorter the fights are, right? Let's go for strength.
So I'm learning to sword fight, and what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal. You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he gonna do? I'm doing nothing wrong, I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Oh boy. Objective started, go to your father. Well, I still think he should be proud. We're putting his souls to good use, right? Oh, it's one I never played, and they look familiar. Ah, so you played the second one? How did you like it? I think I already know the answer to the middle question, but let's go for that one.
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was, and you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Yeah, you seem less angry than my dad, so can we help you?
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Fritz is such a German name, or nickname actually.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I? And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago.
You kind of
I
implied
was
it
young
though.
once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Kuttenberg.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
All right, I will.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief-making so much.
I like Henry already. Sleeping in, enjoying life. Sounding good. There was something about breakfast. Is our breakfast just like 2 wedges of cheese? I mean, she said breakfast on the table. I think that's our breakfast. Or we can just eat the apples. Eat. To eat any food, pick it up. In the inventory, that was a little bit too fast. Okay, in the inventory we can do something with the food. Oh my gosh, off to a great start. Nourishment 40. I would also assume that it goes up to 100. Eat. Ah, you have to hold it. Oh! You can't eat like a single apple, you eat like all the apples. Oh well. Oh my gosh, and that one apple just gave me like 1 nourishment. Oh my gosh. Let's see how much we have to eat. Bread rolls. Lentil soup. Seems to be quite the wild mix, like apples, lentil soup, bread rolls, some cheese. Okay, that's everything. Now let's take the cheese. I mean, also looking at the bottom of the screen, I'm not really sure what of that is like showing me the hunger. It plays in the Holy Roman Empire, which is full of German and German names. Yeah, I mean, makes perfect sense. I like the music. The music so far is really nice. I also listened to the soundtrack prior to starting up the game. And, yeah, really nice medieval sound. Schmetterling. For example. Another very nice German word, which is like hard to pronounce for people who don't know German, is like Streichholzschächtelchen. Which is basically just like box of matches. But like German puts like all those long words which you have in English like together. So like box of matches is basically like matches box, but like one word. And hey Ascara, how are you doing? Very nice to see you. The music's very inspiring. It is pretty cool. It's also something you could really use for like DMing D&D or something. Compass. The compass will tell you where to go in the quest you're pursuing. Just head for the objective waypoint. Go to father. Can we talk to you?
What is it, my boy?
Can we have more breakfast? No, we can't.
Take care.
I don't know, should we just eat more? It's a game where you can eat, we have to use that. I'm also trying to figure out what means. Okay, that's weight, price, condition. It's a good apple. Oh my gosh, can all my apples spoil? Oh no, oh no. Okay, we're eating bread rolls. Yeah, we need to do quite something to get our nourishment up. Let's just leave it at that for the moment. I was like, maybe we can pick up some wood. So I don't know.
Come
maybe
here, I need your help.
I'll have a look around. This seems like a perfect game for
Are you
loot
deaf?
goblins,
I said
so
I need
I'm
help.
going to enjoy this. But there's nothing to pick up. How disappointing.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
No, I slept. Persuasion. Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make on them. Yeah, I guess I want my father to like me, right? Oh, do you actually speak German, Fox? I can't say Eichhörnchen. I always end up saying Einhornchen. Oh, German is full of tongue twisters. It really is. Like there are like all those. I don't even know how you call them, but everything with the 2 dots on top of it. I think those are like hard to pronounce if you didn't grow up with it, or if you like really put time into learning how to say that. What is your native language, if I may ask, Aska? You used to make words like that in the 18th century, I think. Oh, you mean like those put together words? Because being German was in. I mean, probably also due to like occupation, well, and stuff like that in the past, right? So it was like, I'm not even trying to pronounce that. For handkerchief, now we use or hmm. I'm sorry, I don't even have the slightest idea how to pronounce like in a sec way, so I'm not risking butchering that. But interesting how language changes, right? Okay, you can simply use speech, which, however, is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you're talking to. Okay. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are. Ooh. Nice. Killing with style, I guess. Together with your reputation can make a big difference to how people respond to you. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you and will also be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and the deterrent effect of your weapons and equipment, but other things are also taken into account, such as bloodstains on your clothes. Okay, so we kind of have like normal persuasion, we have like diplomacy, I would say, we have like intimidation, we have bribing, I guess. You can sometimes rely on money to do the talking to you. You just have to agree on a persuasive sum. Bribing people works in the same way as shopping. Yeah, let's keep our money together. In special cases, you can try another skill, example given horsemanship. I like it seems very roleplay. It's not the only matter of persuasion that's important, but also the specific offer, because sometimes it's not enough to just choose according to your highest characteristics. You have to really read what you're going to say. Oh no, I have to read? But different approaches work on different people. You won't intimidate a tough brawler easily, and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned as a universal value, but compared with the abilities of his counterpart. You can see the value of the various abilities in the game under the corresponding icons. You can always see your own abilities. Your counterpart's abilities are visible to you if someone's you know well, or if you're skilled at reading people. Learn the perk Empathetic. Your money, the amount you have to pay, total speech skill, charisma skill, strength skill. It's not just about stats though. The outcome is influenced by other factors, example given your reputation, whether you're dirty or bleeding, etc. If you cannot do the nimble tongue of a merchant, for example, you may want to poison him a little first, and then he will be easier to persuade. Wow. Or if you lead a guard away from his friends, he'll be easier to scare. I am very much looking forward how this is going to play out. Yeah, hold. My native language is English, but my main hobby is learning other languages. Oh, that's cool. How many languages do you know? Or how many languages are you trading? Yeah, I didn't expect you to try to pronounce it. I'm really sorry. I wrote it more so it'd be visible just how long our made up words were. Yeah, and I mean, it's quite the difference. I mean, I don't think we can intimidate our father. It's interesting that we don't know our father's stats, because I mean, you would assume that you know your own father well, but, well, I don't, so, me, that's a fair point. Did we just try to use charisma?
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad.
Maybe we can beat him up.
I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
See,
Sure,
that's
we have to
intimidation.
hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
Oh my gosh, I already forgot it.
Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Right, so I would say many quests. Quest log we open with J. Oh boy, that's all just like sub-quests of one big quest. I would say maybe let's start with the sword fighting, because that sounds kind of fun. Objective sorted. So, sword fighting was... Oh my gosh, I didn't look at the letter. Why is it sorted B, A, C, D, E? We're not gonna question that. Let's go to B. I speak Spanish, Portuguese, and German, and I'm trying to learn French, American Sign Language, and Japanese. Wow, that's... Yeah, as Koya says, that's really impressive. Like, the only two languages I'm fluent in are English and German. And I know, like, bits and pieces of French and Japanese, but that's it. I mean, I guess that the B is hiding kind of behind the A, so, I don't know. Maybe we should just go for the nearest marker.
And the king won't get his silver.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias?
I'll have to go now. Bye. Alright, Koya, good luck with your exam.
Or the one who holds the
This looks like cool. Ooh, and we can rob in this game.
Good day, Henry.
Can we quick save with F5? I don't think so. Excuse me? We need an item to do saves? Called Savior Schnapps? I don't know, my brain kind of just read like Survivor and then was like, wait, that's not what it says. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, let's not try to rob people. Not for the time being. You need to sleep or use a safe drink, yeah. Oh boy.
Good health to you.
Yeah, but first we need the money, right? Yeah.
Good luck then.
There's the bee.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn
Are
something?
you the bee? You're the bee.
I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself.
Yeah, come on. Teach me
Have
fighting.
you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yeah, Henry, I don't know much about this game, but I think you are going to explore a little more of the world.
Yes?
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Where? Ah, we're just going to follow you. Okay. Like this, we can sprint. We can jump. And I lost him. That was fast. Ah, there we go. I was like, what? Where is he? Hey, sheep. Nice. Don't think this is good for anything, but hey, we can hurt them. Okay, with left click we can punch. Oh, there's also stamina. That's like the lowest bar, the yellow one. Can we with right click? No. I think you can't guard at least right now. You'd make a fantastic sheepdog. Thank you, Luna. That's like the biggest compliment I got all day.